filament, the bulb start glowing, right? And again the current will go down and it will go at the negative terminal, and this process continue till the chemical reaction chemicals react together in the dry cell. And we already discussed about the working and structure of a dry cell, right? Now let us suppose that because of so much heat, like all the time the bulb is on and all the time it is on, and because of so much heat the filament broke up, then what would happen? Just imagine. Now the current will flow from the positive terminal and it will go to the end of the first contact wire, and when it goes to the filament it do not get the path. The current do not get the path to flow, so it become a open circuit, and we know in the open circuit current can't be flow, right? Current can't be flow. So we call that situation when the filament get broken up, that situation or that bulb, we call it fused bulb, right? We call a fused bulb. And as I told you, in the bulb, why the bulb start glowing? Because of the heat of because of the heating of a filament, right? And whenever we get any device that start glowing because of heating of certain things or certain element that is present inside that device, such phenomena we call it incandescence, right? But nowadays we are using CFL, we are using LED. Now does we call it incandescent? Does we call the phenomena incandescent? No. In CFL basically the bulb wouldn't glow because of the heating of any filament. It glow because there are certain gas that is present inside the CFL that get excited when it receives the current, and whenever it get excited it start appearing, it start glowing basically, right? So I hope you have understood the structure of a bulb, right? Next one is electric switch, and you know what is the function of an electric switch. It is basically, it is a on and off device, and it make or break the circuit. Means when we on the switch, it means we close the circuit, and if we off the switch, it means we open the circuit. And we know in open circuit current cannot flow, and in closed circuit current can flow, right? Next one, I'll show you the structure of a electric torch. Nowadays we are not using electric torch because we have a flashlight in our phone, right? But I'll show you the structure of a electric torch. So basically this one is called plastic casting. What we call plastic casting, and it have one switch, white color switch, and this one is the upper part of a torch. Now you can see there is one glass like structure also present, and what we call that? We call it lens. Now next I have this structure. I'll show you. I have this structure like in the torch. So this silver like structure which have a cone shape, we call it reflector, and this one is the bulb, right? So basically the function of the reflector is to forward the light emitted by the bulb. Means it forward the light. Whenever the bulb glow, it scattered the light in all directions. So the basic function of you can say reflector is to forward, to send the light in the forward direction, right? Now I'll show you this metal plastic base. Now inside you can see there is one spring, and there is one metallic plate like structure is present. So this metallic structure is acting like a switch. So I have one switch over on this metallic base, right? So whenever we on the switch or off the switch, what happen? Basically, when we on the switch, it make the circuit close, and whenever the circuit is closed, the because like it have a battery in it and it produce the current, and because of the current, bulb start glowing. But when we off the switch, what happen? This switch make the circuit open and bulb will not emit the light, right? I hope you have understood. Now we are going to do the checkpoint on page number 170, checkpoint number 1. The source of electricity in a torch is a dry cell. True. So first one is true. Second one, the filament of a bulb is made up of nichrome metal. No, it is made up of tungsten. We'll write false. Third, the light bulb is filled with the mixture of argon and nitrogen gases. Third one is true. Fourth one, the switch in disconnected state is called closed switch. In disconnected state, no, we call it open. We call it open, like it is not a closed switch, it is a open switch. So we'll write false over here. So I hope you have understood all the things which we have discussed so far. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.